Human behavior has always been a mystery. Why do people do what they do? Why do they react one way when we expected something else? How do we learn to understand, connect with, enroll, engage, align with people most effectively? Hi, I'm Christine Comerford, founder of Smart Tribes Institute, and welcome to our Smart Tribes Crack the Behavior Code podcast. In each episode, you'll learn practical, easy-to-use tools to better understand and change human behavior. These tools will help your team outperform, out-engage, outsell the competition. In other words, to become a smart tribe. Oh, and you'll find these tools super helpful in your personal life too. Let's go. Hi, this is Christine Comerford of Smart Tribes Institute. Let's talk today about drama. We can reduce drama, and I'll show you 3 ways pretty darn quickly. And let's think about this for starters. Start to look around your world, look at your own behavior as well, and you might start to notice that a lot of adults act like teenagers emotionally. We talk about the critter state a lot: fight, flight, freeze, safe or not, dead or not. The best part of our brain being unavailable, the prefrontal cortex, when we're in those times of stress and uncertainty and change and fear. So let's first unpack why we actually choose the experience of drama, which is so distracting, so emotionally draining, and such a total waste of time and energy. First, though, we have to unpack, and we've got to be honest about how much drama we actually like in our life. So people would say to me, no, Christine, I don't want any drama at all. And yet they have strong emotional reactions when things come up. Why do they have those strong emotional reactions? It's due to their ego. I want us to start to separate our ego from who we truly are. Let's talk about the tricks that our ego most commonly plays on us. And our ego really is a parasite on our intellect that wants to keep us small and scared. It doesn't want us to be free and expansive and stand in our energetic weight and all that good stuff. See which of the tricks of the ego you recognize. The ego's only function is to keep us small and scared, to hurt ourselves or to hurt others. Catch it when it tries to bum your high or make you feel lousy. Some favorite ego behaviors, beliefs: feel offended, feel left out, feel others aren't appreciating or acknowledging you, feel less than others, feel more than others, feel self-pity, feel self-righteous or justified for inappropriate behavior. Well, they started it. Relentlessly seek approval or validation. Relentlessly seek to control things. Judging, woo, that's a big trick of the ego, judging self and others. Competing with self and others. Fearing the future. Dwelling on the painful past. Regretting it. Feeling shame around it. Blame around it. Being obsessed by it. The ego wants all of the above to be fixed by someone or something else. The ego does not take self-responsibility. We have so many tools that we offer you guys to catch the ego at its tricks. We're going to have several of those on the show page. We're going to have the emotional agility infographic on the show page. I also want you to see the outcome frame infographic on the show page, because when the ego grabs you, you need to step back, witness what's happening, and use some of our tools to get out of pain. So first, be honest with how much drama you like. Start to notice when you choose drama instead of choose stillness and peace inside. Next, number 2, take responsibility. More peace equals less drama. Now, there is a dynamic tension between truth and peace. And this is a great test as to whether you're in the ego or not. When someone tells you the truth, maybe the truth about yourself that might be uncomfortable, if your ego is triggered, you won't feel very much peace about that truth. if your ego is not triggered, you'll go, yeah, wow, you know what? I can be really kind of curt and impatient and a little bit mean with people when I'm in critter state. Wow, you know what? Thanks for that perspective. Let me work on that. As opposed to, how dare you say that about me, right? That's an ego response. So start to look at the taking responsibility. Step 2. Step 1, you've got to be honest first as to how much you create and choose. Step 3, see each experience in your life as an event. It's just an event. Remember what Shakespeare said, nothing is good or bad, only thinking makes it so. So I also want to put the reframing infographic on the show page because I'm starting to really notice how much we all suffer and cause suffering for others simply because we're letting the ego run the show. The problem with the ego is it's not qualified to run the show. The problem with the ego is it's like taking a kid from kindergarten and making them the CEO of a huge multinational organization, okay? So I want us to start to notice that the ego is not qualified to be in charge. So as we start to move through our life, see every experience you have as simply an event, and then decide how you would like to respond from choice as opposed to react compulsively. Review the tricks of the ego. You know what? We'll put those on the show page so it's easy peasy, rice and cheesy to refer to those. Start to be honest. Start to take responsibility. Start to just see things as events. And you'll start to notice you have a lot more inner peace, and the people around you will stop creating as much drama because you aren't showing them that drama is a good choice. You're showing them a different choice. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you want to learn more about the ego and really expanding beyond yourself, you might want to go to beyondyourbrain.com. It is a retreat that we do annually, and it really helps us become the witness on our behaviors. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for joining me on this episode. Every listen, every share, every review helps others form their own smart tribes where teams are engaged, happy, and optimally performing. Together, you and I can help millions of people crack the behavior code in their organizations, families, and communities. I invite you to take 2 minutes and head over to smarttribesinstitute.com to discover more about how to form a smart tribe. See you there, and please tell your friends.